It's crunch time with 3 preseason games over the next 4 days. Now it's time to see who really wants those last roster spots. I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Monday, September the 23rd. Thanks a lot for your nice feedback, having my son Jake in the video yesterday. Obviously, he's there for a bit of comic relief. He doesn't know anything about the Vancouver Canucks, but he somehow flukes out when I ask him questions, and he gets some of them right, actually. So we'll see if we get him in for another one down the road. Okay, the Canucks have 3 more preseason games over the next 4 days. Tonight, they play in Abbotsford, hosting Ottawa. Then they're hosting Ottawa again at Rogers Arena on Wednesday night, and then hosting Arizona on Thursday night. That Thursday night game, the one I'm going to, first time in the arena for this preseason. And I think you'd agree that the goalie spots are locked up, the D spots are locked up, but there's still this glut of forwards that's starting to maybe take shape a little bit, and that's what I want to talk about today. I know we've been talking about it a lot, maybe touch on it once a week, but it's probably the biggest point of intrigue for the team. So really quickly, we know that the goaltenders are going to be Jacob Markstrom and Thatcher Demko. We know that the defensemen are going to be Edler, Myers, Hughes, Tanev, Ben, Stetcher, and then a battle for number 7. I think I'd give Fantenberg the edge over Biega because Fantenberg can play both sides, younger, and probably wouldn't pass through waivers, where Biega has a better chance of passing through waivers. So it really depends. If the Canucks keep 8 defensemen, then you'll see both of them stay up here, but if they keep 7 because they want to keep 14 forwards, then my guess is Fantenberg makes the team and Biega goes down. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way, but I would choose Fantenberg. Then we got the forwards, and let's not worry about line combos so much. I still think Tanner Pearson, that I talked about two days ago, should play up with Miller and Horvat. But we know that the locks to make the team are the 4 centers, Pettersson, Horvat, Sutter, and Beagle, I think. Despite what I talked about Gaudette yesterday, I think it's those 4. And then, of course, you have Besser, you have Miller, you have Ferlin, you have Pearson. So that's now 8 guys. Then I'd say Sven Berchi makes the team, 9. I think that Jake Virtanen makes the team, that's 10. So then you have 2 spots, at least 2 starting spots, among Gaudette, Schaller, Eriksson, and Mott, and Goldobin. Actually, 5 guys battling for 2 spots up front, and that's the 2 starting spots. I think right now it's going to be Tyler Mott and Louis Eriksson, and I think Tyler Mott, he's had another strong preseason, very versatile. You're not going to expect him to score a lot of goals, but you are expecting him to play with a lot of hustle and make our team tough to play against. And I think Louis Eriksson, I was talking to a couple guys on Twitter last night, I still think he makes the team, despite his salary, despite the disappointments of his salary not living up to it. I still think Travis Green trusts him. He's a veteran, he can play, he's a good penalty killer, and he's good defensively, which you could say probably more about him than you can say about Goldobin or Gaudette when it comes to the defensive side. So really, if you have to extrapolate the lines, let's presume that Pearson does play on that second line. I could see it being Pettersson between Besser and Ferlin, then Horvat between Miller and Pearson, and then I see a third line of Brandon Sutter, Sven Berchi, and either Josh Levo or Jake Virtanen. Let's say it's Josh Levo. So let's say it's Levo, Berchi, and Sutter. Then a 4th line of Beagle, Mott, and Virtanen. Again, Levo and Virtanen could be interchangeable. So that means that Adam Gaudette starts in the minors, which I talked about yesterday. That means Tim Schaller gets waived and sent to Utica, which wouldn't surprise me. He's only got 1 year left on a $1.9 million contract. And then that means Nikolai Goldobin gets waived as well. And Goldobin simply hasn't shown much over the preseason. A series of 1 year contracts, but really, really hasn't shown much. So that means, but you don't have to send all 3 guys to Utica. If you keep 2 extra forwards and 1 extra D, right, of your extra 3, then really you only have to get rid of one guy. That sounds bad. But you only have to figure out what to do with 1 guy. You could keep both Goldobin and Schaller up as your extra forwards, and then you send Adam Gaudette down to Utica. Despite his strong preseason, relatively strong, it makes more sense, as I outlined yesterday, to start him in Utica. So if you went with 2 extra forwards and 1 extra D, I could see them being Nikolai Goldobin, Tim Schaller, and Oscar Fantenberg as your extras. That means Biega and Adam Gaudette get sent down to Utica. Of course, that's not talking about guys like Zach McEwen and Tyler Graovac, who are still on the team, but they haven't done much to earn a spot. Reed Boucher, I think Reed Boucher was sent down to Ray. But guys like Graovac and McEwen will likely be sent down to Utica as well. And I guess the interesting nuance is with 3 games in 4 nights, I'm not sure Travis Green is going to want to play all his guys back-to-back nights, Wednesday, Thursday, even though they're 2 games at home, and even though they have basically 6 days of rest, not rest, but 6 days to prepare for their October 2nd season opener. So maybe they do play. And it's not like guys aren't used to playing back-to-back. You usually play 3 and 4 at the pro level as well. But, they don't have 46 guys or 42 guys up here, so it's not like you can dress completely separate rosters or different rosters Wednesday and Thursday. So a lot of guys will have to play back-to-back duty, but we will see who that is. But we can worry about that on Wednesday and Thursday. It's Abbotsford tonight, and it's hosting the Ottawa Senators. And like I said, those 5 bubble guys, Nikolai Goldobin, Adam Gaudette, Tim Schaller, Louis Eriksson, and Tyler Mott are battling for 2 spots, and I think it's going to be Mott and Eriksson's spot to lose, with likely Schaller and or Goldobin starting in the press box and Adam Gaudette starting in Utica. Canucks fans, let me know what you think. That's the way I lay it out. We got, like I said, 3 games in 4 nights to figure it out, but that's the way it was hard pressed to, if I had to pick an opening night roster for next Wednesday, I have Eriksson and Mott as my 11th and 12th forwards. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. I'd love to read, react, and reply. As always, I'd love to hear your lineups. If you agree with my assessment about Goldobin, Schaller, and Gaudette being the guys looking on the outside looking in, but Gaudette being the only one for sure going to Utica, especially the Canucks keep 2 forwards. So whether you want to talk about the 2 forwards, 1D, or 1 forward, 2D, the extras, I talked about that a few days ago, or you can talk about simply the guys. Do you agree that Eriksson and Mott would be 11 and 12 guys, or can you make a strong argument for Gaudette, Goldobin, or Schaller? Leave a comment below. Like I said, I'll read, react, and reply as best as I can. Subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. Enjoy the day. God bless, and go Canucks go.